Imagine waking up one day and realizing that nothing excites you anymore. The things that once brought joy now feel empty. Hobbies that sparked enthusiasm seem dull and mechanical. Conversations that used to engage you feel repetitive and meaningless. Even movies, music, or social gatherings fail to ignite the spark they once did. You reach for distractions, hoping something will pull you out of this state, but nothing truly satisfies. That strange, unsettling emptiness takes hold, and you begin to wonder, is this all there is? If you have ever felt this way, you're not alone. This feeling is more common than many realize. But what if it's not just boredom or exhaustion? What if it's a message, an invitation from the deepest parts of your mind? Today, we'll explore beyond the surface to uncover what it means and how it can lead you to a richer, more meaningful life. The Roots of Emptiness. Carl Jung and the Social Conditioning Trap. Swiss psychologist Carl Gustav Jung, one of the towering figures in 20th century thought, devoted much of his life to exploring the human mind's hidden layers. Unlike many psychologists who focus solely on symptoms or behaviors, Jung sought to understand the deep currents flowing beneath conscious awareness. He believed that feelings of emptiness, disconnection, or a loss of meaning weren't just superficial or temporary states, but profound signals from our unconscious mind, a kind of internal alarm system telling us something crucial about ourselves. From Jung's perspective, when the world feels dull and nothing excites us anymore, it is not just boredom or fatigue. It is a message that we are out of touch with our true selves, our authentic desires, our deepest passions, and the unique path we are meant to walk. This is what Jung called the call to individuation, the lifelong journey of becoming the whole, integrated person we are meant to be. But how do we get to this disconnection in the first place? A large part of the answer lies in the way society shapes us from childhood. From an early age, we are taught to pursue happiness through external achievements. Good grades, a successful career, financial stability, and social approval. These are tangible goals, easy to measure and show off. We learn that success means ticking off these boxes, and that fulfillment will naturally follow. Yet, what often happens is that we grow up following this well-marked path, accumulating accomplishments and social status, but deep down, a creeping sense of dissatisfaction emerges. We realize that despite outward success, life still feels hollow. The things we thought would make us happy, prestigious jobs, material possessions, social validation, no longer bring the satisfaction they promised. Jung argued that this feeling is not a failure or a sign of weakness, but a turning point. It is an invitation to look beyond surface-level pleasures and societal expectations and begin a deeper journey inward. The emptiness we experience is a signal that our current way of living is no longer aligned with our true self, and it pushes us toward transformation. This journey of individuation means peeling back layers of conditioning and confronting parts of ourselves that we may have ignored or suppressed. It requires bravery because it often means challenging long-held beliefs about who we are and what our lives should look like. But it also holds the promise of a richer, more authentic life, one where meaning comes not from external achievements, but from living in harmony with our true nature. Understanding this is crucial because it shifts how we respond to feelings of emptiness. Instead of trying to distract ourselves or fix the symptom with temporary pleasures, we can learn to see this experience as a doorway, an opportunity to reconnect with what really matters. Avoiding the void, the fear of stillness and the path to self-discovery. When faced with the unsettling feeling that nothing is fun anymore, many of us instinctively reach for distractions. It's natural to want to escape the discomfort that comes with emptiness. We dive into new hobbies, binge-watch television shows, scroll endlessly through social media feeds, or jump from one experience to the next, hoping something will reignite that lost spark. Yet these attempts often feel temporary, like filling a deep well with drops of water. The surface might shimmer for a moment, but the emptiness beneath remains. This avoidance is rooted in a deep fear of stillness. Stillness is confronting because it forces us to face uncomfortable truths about ourselves. Without the noise of distractions, we come face to face with our own thoughts, emotions, and the parts of ourselves we may have pushed aside or refused to acknowledge. We realize the depth of our disconnection and that we have been living according to expectations rather than our authentic desires. Carl Jung emphasized that this moment of stillness is not something to fear or run from. It is the gateway to healing and growth. In stillness, the unconscious mind begins to speak. Suppressed feelings, unresolved conflicts, and hidden desires come to the surface, demanding our attention. This confrontation is often uncomfortable and can be painful, but it is necessary for transformation. Consider this. When was the last time you truly felt alive, not just entertained or distracted, but deeply present and in sync with yourself? Moments like these often happen when we are fully engaged in something meaningful, where time seems to slow or even dissolve. Psychologists call this a flow state, where our attention is completely absorbed and we lose self-consciousness. Flow is directly linked to feelings of joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment. However, in our fast-paced modern world, flow states are increasingly rare. Our attention is constantly pulled in multiple directions by technology, social obligations, and the pressure to always be productive. This overstimulation dulls our ability to experience genuine presence and deep engagement. Instead, we become trapped in cycles of seeking superficial pleasure or fleeting excitement, which never fully satisfy. Jung believed that the path out of this emptiness requires turning inward with courage and curiosity. This means creating intentional space for reflection and self-exploration. Practices such as journaling, meditation, therapy, or simply sitting in silence can help us listen to the messages from our unconscious mind. By facing what we have been avoiding, we start to reclaim the parts of ourselves that have been lost or neglected. This process is not easy and takes time. It requires patience and self-compassion because it often means confronting fears, insecurities, and painful memories. But it also opens the door to rediscovering who we truly are beyond societal roles and conditioned beliefs. It's the beginning of becoming whole, a person who lives not according to others' expectations, but in alignment with inner truth. The feeling that nothing is fun anymore then can be seen not as a dead end, but as an important signpost. The old ways of being no longer serve us, and that a deeper transformation is underway. Embracing stillness and self-reflection invites us to answer this call, moving from avoidance into authentic engagement with life. The invisible chains. How society and psychology fuel disconnection. It's important to understand the invisible forces shaping our experience. Our feelings of emptiness don't arise in a vacuum. They are deeply influenced by psychological patterns and societal conditioning that often go unnoticed but have a powerful impact. From childhood, society sets expectations about what a successful and happy life should look like. We are taught to pursue a specific formula: study hard, get a good job, build a stable life, and gain social recognition. Productivity, achievement, and external validation become the benchmarks by which we measure ourselves and others. Goals can bring comfort and security. They can also create subtle pressure to fit into predefined roles that may not align with our authentic selves. Psychologically, this conditioning can lead to what Jung described as the persona, a social mask we wear to gain acceptance and meet expectations. Over time, we might become so identified with this mask that we lose contact with our true inner self. the self Jung saw as the core of our being. This disconnection between the persona and the self can create a profound sense of inner conflict, leading to feelings of emptiness and alienation. Furthermore, the modern world bombards us with overstimulation, constant notifications, endless media, and a culture of instant gratification. While these distractions temporarily mask the emptiness, they don't address the underlying disconnection. Instead, they often exacerbate it by preventing us from sitting with ourselves and engaging in deeper reflection. Biological factors also play a role. Neuroscience shows that the human brain craves meaning and purpose. When we ignore these needs, our mental and emotional well-being suffers, manifesting as anxiety, depression, or emotional numbness. This creates a vicious cycle. The more disconnected we feel, the more we seek distraction. The more we distract ourselves, the deeper the disconnection grows. Recognizing these forces is the first critical step toward breaking free. When we understand that emptiness is not just a personal failing, but a symptom of broader psychological and societal influences, we can begin to approach it with compassion and clarity. It shifts the experience from one of shame or helplessness to one of empowerment and possibility. Jung's work encourages us to reclaim our authenticity by becoming aware of the masks we wear and the patterns that limit us. This awareness opens the door to conscious choice, choosing to peel away the layers of conditioning and reconnect with the self beneath. It's a courageous process of self-discovery that requires honesty and vulnerability, but promises profound transformation. In the next section, we'll explore practical steps to begin this journey of reconnection. These aren't quick fixes or surface-level solutions, but meaningful actions that lead to lasting change. By understanding the hidden influences and actively engaging with them, you can move from a place of emptiness to one of renewed passion and purpose. Awakening to yourself. Steps toward reclaiming meaning and passion. Feeling that life has lost its luster is not just a warning, it's a call to awaken. Once we recognize that emptiness signals disconnection from our inner self, the next question is how to move forward. How do we reignite the sense of passion and purpose that seems so elusive? The path is not found in distractions or external achievements, but through conscious steps of self-awareness, reflection, and courageous transformation. The first step is creating intentional space for stillness. In today's non-stop world, true quiet is rare. But when you allow yourself to sit in silence, without phones, tasks, or noise, you open a portal to your inner world. This doesn't mean forcing answers or judgment, but observing your thoughts and feelings as they arise. What comes up in these moments may surprise you. Fears, desires, memories, or long-buried emotions that need attention. Embracing stillness cultivates awareness, the foundation for deeper self-connection. Next, approach life with curiosity rather than expectation. Many people feel pressured to make every moment productive or meaningful in a conventional sense. This mindset can stifle exploration and joy. Instead, give yourself permission to explore interests simply because they fascinate you, not because they're supposed to count or lead somewhere. Pick up a book on a new topic, try a creative hobby, or take a walk without agenda. These small acts of curiosity reconnect you with intrinsic motivation, reigniting a sense of wonder and engagement. Reflecting on past moments of joy can also be illuminating. Think back to times when you felt deeply alive and connected. What were you doing? Who were you with? What about those moments made you feel fulfilled? Often, revisiting these experiences can reveal values, passions, or aspects of your true self that have been neglected. Re-engaging with these elements, without judgment or pressure, can rekindle lost sparks. Most importantly, embrace transformation as a natural and necessary process. The emptiness you feel may indicate that you've outgrown old identities, beliefs, or routines that no longer serve you. Like a snake shedding its skin, you're called to let go of what's familiar and step into something new. This requires courage and openness to question your priorities, habits, and assumptions. Change can be uncomfortable, but it's the gateway to deeper authenticity and fulfillment. Jung emphasized that this inner work leads to individuation, the integration of all parts of yourself, including the shadow aspects you may have resisted. This wholeness brings a richer, more meaningful experience of life. It is not about chasing external rewards, but becoming fully yourself. By taking these steps, you begin to break the cycle of disconnection and cultivate a life infused with meaning that you create from within. In the next section, we'll explore how to deepen this transformation through presence, contribution, and confronting the unconscious. Living fully, presence, contribution, and embracing the unconscious. As you embark on the journey to reclaim meaning and passion, two powerful practices can anchor your transformation: cultivating presence and embracing contribution. Both connect you beyond surface distractions to a fuller, more vibrant experience of life, while also addressing the unconscious parts of yourself that Jung believed hold the key to wholeness. First, presence. In an age of constant stimulation and multitasking, being truly present is revolutionary. Presence means fully engaging with the here and now, immersing yourself in the moment without judgment or distraction. It's in presence that we access flow states, those rare periods where time seems to dissolve and we feel profoundly alive. Scientific studies link flow to increased happiness, creativity, and fulfillment, highlighting its crucial role in a meaningful life. Practicing presence can be as simple as paying attention to everyday activities with full awareness, savoring a meal, listening deeply in conversation, or noticing the sensations of your breath. Mindfulness meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating this habit. The more present you become, the more you open the door to authentic experience and joy. Next, contribution. Many people feel empty because their lives revolve solely around themselves, their needs, desires, or struggles. Yet meaning often emerges when we shift focus outward, engaging in acts that connect us to something greater. Contribution doesn't mean grand gestures or heroic deeds. It can be small yet profound, helping a friend, mentoring, creating art, or volunteering. Jung saw this connection to others and to a larger purpose as vital in the individuation process. When we serve or contribute, we tap into the collective, unconscious, a shared human experience that transcends individuality. This fosters belonging, purpose, and a sense of being part of life's unfolding story. Another key aspect Jung emphasized is the importance of embracing the unconscious, parts of ourselves we tend to avoid or suppress. These may be fears, shadow traits, desires, or unresolved emotions that create inner tension when left unacknowledged. Though it may feel safer to ignore these shadows, they linger beneath the surface, manifesting as restlessness, anxiety, or that dull emptiness we are trying to understand. Tools like therapy, journaling, dream analysis, or creative expression help bring unconscious content into awareness. By facing these hidden aspects, we reclaim lost parts of ourselves and move toward wholeness. Jung believed that only through this integration can we truly overcome the sense that life lacks joy or meaning. Ultimately, living fully means embracing all parts of your experience, the light and the dark, the excitement and the discomfort. It's a conscious choice to engage deeply with life rather than passively drifting through distraction. This engagement is where meaning is born, moment by moment. In the final section, we will tie together these insights and reveal the most profound truth about meaning itself, one that shifts the way you perceive your entire existence and offers a transformative way forward. By taking these steps, You begin to break the cycle of disconnection and cultivate a life infused with meaning that you create from within. In the next section, we'll explore how to deepen this transformation through presence, contribution, and confronting the unconscious. The ultimate truth. Meaning is what you create. At this point in your journey, you may be asking, if emptiness signals a deeper transformation, how do I truly find meaning? The answer may surprise you. It's not about finding meaning as if it's a hidden treasure waiting somewhere out there. Instead, meaning is something you create, moment by moment, from within. Many spend their lives searching for the perfect job, relationship, or passion that will magically fill the void. This search often feels endless because meaning is not an external object to acquire. It is an internal experience to cultivate. Carl Jung understood this deeply. His concept of individuation, the lifelong process of becoming whole, teaches that true fulfillment arises when we integrate all parts of ourselves and live in alignment with our authentic nature. The more you connect with your true self, the more meaningful life becomes. This means moving beyond societal definitions of success and happiness and instead defining those terms for yourself. It means infusing ordinary moments with presence, curiosity, and intention. It means engaging fully, whether in work, relationships, or play. One practical way to create meaning is through deep engagement. In today's world, we often skim, multitask, and rush, missing the richness of experience. Yet psychological research shows that immersion, being fully absorbed in what you do, directly correlates with happiness. Whether it's painting, gardening, reading, or a conversation, when you bring your full attention, you transform the moment into something meaningful. Another way is through contribution. When you offer your time, skills, or kindness to others, you connect to a purpose beyond yourself. This connection fosters belonging and purpose, enriching your sense of life's value. Lastly, embracing transformation means welcoming change as a vital part of growth. Meaning evolves as you evolve. What once brought joy may no longer suffice, and that's not failure, but a sign of unfolding. When you consciously create meaning, you navigate life's changes with curiosity and openness, crafting a narrative that is uniquely yours. Remember, meaning is not a prize to be won or a destination to be reached. It is a creative act, one that happens in every choice, every moment of presence, every act of courage to face yourself honestly. So if you felt that nothing is fun anymore, see this not as an end, but as a powerful invitation. An invitation to shed old layers, to engage deeply, and to build a life of authentic meaning from the inside out. The power to transform your experience has always been within you. If this journey into understanding yourself and creating meaning resonated with you, make sure to subscribe and join our community. We dive deep into topics like this every week, helping you unlock insights, face life's challenges, and live with purpose. Hit that subscribe button and start transforming your experience today.